All right, sorry about that. My camera died. Not a big deal. It only allows me to record for 10 minutes at a time. I don't know why. So this might be part 2 of however many parts. But anyway, coin envelope. It's got the months of the year, the first 6 months in this one anyway. Another one of those pocket pages that's not technically a pocket. This little corner spot, I saw this on YouTube and I apologize, I do not remember where I've seen it, but it's a hidden journaling spot. It's just stitched on to that top corner, folded over, and then I paper clipped it shut. You can tell clearly from the paper that there's something behind that, but I just like that whole concept of hidden journaling. And then more of my pieces that I've created. Just another little spot for journaling, being the size, little clothing tab size thingy. Thought that would be good for a sewing journal. Another snap with the ruler measurement thing. Some more of that twill that we used on the strings for the closure. This paper actually it's music paper. It's dyed. It's tea dyed. But before I tea dyed it, I actually dyed it in beet juice. I love beets. I use them with my salads a lot, and somebody's like, oh, you gotta use the beet juice. It'd probably work like tea, and it sure does. And it leaves a beautiful vintage stain. And it's not, you can make it as light or dark as you want, clearly, because, adding more water will make it lighten up. Adding more beet juice makes it darker. So I really liked the way that turned out. Here's the start of my little makeshift bookmark. I did put it just on a, I think it's the Snug Hug seam binding ribbon. So it's very thin, doesn't take up a lot of room. This is what I took a chance on this. In the junker, I'm calling this a junket. And I may start adding these more and more into some of my junkers. It is just like a folio. I used a recycled file folder. I cut it down. I used the parts I cut off to make other pieces in this, and then in the book you'll notice in the very back. This is just a pocket tuck spot for some of these cooler pieces of paper. And then over here, I showed you that mini jotter. I made a bigger jotter. So the reason I did this, I know there's lots of pages in here already to write on, but I thought this would be a really good spot for her to put like how she charges for different things that she does on quilts. She does a lot of repair work for people for quilts. And maybe, she doesn't really want that information totally like just sitting out there. So that'd be a good place for that. I did throw on a little Velcro dot just so when she's flipping through, it kind of has a little bit of a security so it doesn't just flap open and get in the way and maybe possibly get torn off. So then we get back to the rest of the journal. Regular pages, another one of those tucks journaling corner hidden spot thingies, the clips that hold on the alterations tag, and then another one of those little mini jotters. I did add the little, whatever you call that thingy there, tassel. Yeah, that's the word. It's amazing when you get on camera, you forget how to speak English. So I find it humorous. So if you hear me laughing, I'm just laughing at myself. Some more of that lines for journaling. Another one of those corner tucks or corner flip downs with the safety pin and a jewelry tag and another button. I just like the buttons. I think they add just enough. Some more of that measurement twill tape. The other half of that deli paper, this is actually a Tim Holtz stamp. I think it's called newsprint. It might be newspaper. I'm not real sure, but it's a really cool stamp by Stampers Anonymous. I really like it. Some more of that ticker fabric with the safety pin, more music paper, plain paper, some graph paper in case she wants to do some design work. Another one of those used tea bags with the spool this time. I actually, this paper, I love like I said, I'm a line girl, but this has it every day of the week. I'm a teller at a bank here where I live, and we are getting away from our paper paper stuff. This was a sheet we used to have to fill out every night at the end of the night to balance our drawer and whatnot. We've gone away from these, so they were nice enough to let me bring home the rest of the stash that we had, which wasn't very much, but at some point I'll probably do a like a digital copy of it so that I can have this to use over and over, because I really like it and I really like how it stains up. It's just, it's a gorgeous sheet of paper. So another one of my library pockets with the cards, works as a double tuck. Getting into the final signature here, more paper, more fabric of the tab top. Another one of those kind of sort of pocket pages. My beat dyed music paper. There's some more of that dot paper. I thought that'd be really good for design work as well. This one, this is actually a chemistry paper I found on Amazon. I did tea dye it, but I will warn you, if you buy it, it's very cheap paper and it does not take the tea stain very well at all. It kind of starts crumbling on you. So it might be easier to use like the Tim Holtz distress stain on it instead of actually tea dyeing it. It didn't work well for me anyway. And I've done a lot of tea dyeing, so I've had a few papers that are like real poor quality that don't tea dye very well at all. So a couple more of my creations. I tried to keep them more in that sewing theme just to give her inspiration if she ever felt the need, you know, needing some help or some, you know, whatnot. We all like to, you know, eye candy for us crafters, like to look at other things to inspire. The other half of that pocket page. The last few pages. Here's a tab, which I hung the, it's a charm that says create. Another tab top right there. And then here's that other piece of file folder that I cut off earlier, and I used it just as a tuck spot in the very back of the book. So that is the whole book. You will find that I don't do any kind of book labels or my name anywhere inside the book, because that is your domain, or whoever buys it, you know, that's their domain. But I do get my signature on here. What I do is I take those little bitty letters that you can find at the office store that you use for making signs with, and before I cover this, I put this on the hardboard, just write down my little tagline, which is "Just Be," and just stick those stickers down. Some people can read it, some people can't. I know it's there, and I guess really that's all that matters to me, is that my name is on it somewhere to prove that it's my work. So that's how I take care of that issue, just because it's kind of in the back, and I, you know, just be what? Just be happy, just be, you know, a documenter, just be in the moment. So it doesn't take away from the overall having my little tagline on there. So anyway, that is my sewing junk journal. I love it. Like I said, I've made several of these, and every time I finish one, I'm just like, okay, this is my favorite. And then I'll make another one. I'm like, oh no, this is my favorite. So as of right now, currently, this one is my favorite. It's not mine. It belongs to another lady who's coming to get it tomorrow. Very excited to see what she thinks. I hope she loves it. It's been so much fun to do. I try not to do too many custom orders for people that I don't know real well. This is actually the third or fourth custom order I've done for this lady, even though I only met her a few months ago. And I think the reason I feel comfortable with her is because she totally loves my work. She came into like I said, I was at a craft fair. She came into my booth, and I think about every single thing she picked up and looked at, she's like, oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. And I do a lot of different things. It's not like they're all the same, you know, realm. So the fact that she just loves my work so much, I trust that whatever I'm going to do, she's going to like. So that's a good thing to have. That's a good problem to have. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you need to comment or get a hold of me, here on YouTube is a great place. I also have an Etsy store. It's Just Be Scrap. Come message me there if you need to. Anyway, have fun and have a great day, and we will talk soon. Bye.